Hey guys, Helen Hart Smith here again from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. Feel like I'm not in focus. Hope you're having a good day. I am. I haven't really done like an update video in a while, just kind of like some general stuff. And there's actually some really fun and exciting things that are happening for me in this kind of time in my life. And so I thought, you know what? Let's just have a little sit down, maybe grab a little cup of coffee, and have a chat about what I'm looking forward to coming up in 2018. And I know that, you know, it's already February of 2018, but there's a lot of things to be excited for. And so I made a list because this is my little, oh my gosh, guys, if I lost this, oh my gosh, I would be lost. I made a list of things, and I'm sure I'm missing something. So I made a list in hopes of kind of keeping myself on track. So I might go off a little bit and I'll try to bring myself back. So I just thought I'd share some cool stuff that's happening in my life or things that I'm looking forward to. And so I hope you find it interesting. So let's jump in. So of course, Kathy and I have already done a podcast about ConVocation. ConVocation is something that we look forward to every year, and we talk about it. We probably, you know, talk it to death, but hey, it's, we've talked about this before. It's a recharge for me. I mean, I feel like it's a recharge for my spirituality and my intent and how I look at my practice. And so it's also a great time that we can spend with our coven sisters, and it's a great weekend. So if you're in the Michigan area and you haven't heard me talk about ConVocation anywhere on this channel or on my blog, if you're interested in more information, check out ConVocation.org. It is a 4-day conference, basically, where we take over, the pagans take over a hotel down in Dearborn, Michigan. So if you're in that Michigan area and want to check it out, it's, you can do, I think the pre-registration times are over, but you could either come for the whole weekend, all 4 days. It starts on a Thursday, goes through Sunday. It's February 22nd through the 25th this year, 2018. You can pay for the whole weekend, which is of course a better price, you know, a price break for all days, or you can choose to come 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. The schedule is up, so check out, if you want more information, check out convocation.org and check out the episode 401 podcast that I just posted last week. I will put a link in the description box so you can check that out, where Kathy and I talk about some things that we're looking forward to this year. So that's the first thing that I'm excited about. The second thing that I'm really excited about is that if you follow my Master Spell series, or I've talked about it in other places, I am in my last year with Christopher Penczak's Temple of Witchcraft, and this is an online course that I've been doing for a number of years now, and I'm actually in my last lesson of the last year, so I'm literally about 2 weeks away from finishing. And so of course there's a scramble to kind of get all the last minute projects done, get all the homework, you know, done and in, and things of that nature. So the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty frantic for me, but it's so well worth it. And it's an experience that I am so glad that I undertook years and years and years ago, because I was a member of the very first year of online for Witchcraft 1. And so I don't remember what year that was, but I know that it's taken me longer than 5 years to finish this. So something I can't even guess. It's probably, I'm not even going to guess. I know I was a member of that first year and I had some interruptions throughout, my time, but I'm finishing and that's the important thing. And so I'm incredibly excited that my graduation will be the end of March in New Hampshire at the temple, and I am lucky enough that I am able to attend. And so there were definitely some magical things at play because I didn't think I was gonna be able to go. Hey guys, sorry about that. A little bit of an interruption there. Got a phone call. Had to take it, Anyhow, as I was saying, there was definitely some magic and some amazing people intervention that kind of got involved in our making it so I'm able to go to graduation. And so I'm incredibly stoked about that. And so I get to go to New Hampshire. I get to attend my graduation. I get to attend Astara at the temple, and I get to meet some peeps. I get to in person meet a lot of my classmates that we've only had interactions online before, so I'm really excited about that. I get to see Christopher and Adam and Steve, and I haven't seen them in quite a few years. They're all the founders of the temple, in case you didn't know about that. And I get to meet some other folks that are involved in the school and the temple that are involved in other jobs, so to speak. So Stevie, who's the dean of students, and I hope my TA will be there, my teacher's assistant. I hope that he'll be there, as well as some other folks that run things at the temple. So I'm super geeked to go. It's going to be a great trip. And I get to go. I've never been to New Hampshire before, so that's kind of exciting. And things like that. So that's definitely something to look forward to. I'm traveling by myself, unfortunately. None of my Coven sisters are going with me. But I know that they'll be there in spirit. They'll be supporting me from back here at home. So that's kind of awesome to know that they're always here. Another exciting thing for me this year is also involved with the Temple of Witchcraft. So last year, I was involved in the school. They have what they called like a list moderator. And so I had, a small part with one of the years that I played for the year as far as the temple school goes. And it was really fun, and it was neat to become involved in that kind of a level besides just a student or a mentor, which is things that I've done for a number of years. So that was fun last year, but this year I'm actually going to be a TA. I'm going to be a teacher's assistant for the new classes that are starting up March 1st. And so I'm going to be one of 5 TAs for Witchcraft 1. And so there's a new format. The temple did use Yahoo groups from the start up until this year right here, but starting with the new year, we're switching to Google Classroom. So there's a lot of figuring things out, and how does this work? How do I post things? How am I gonna be organized and things like that. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I'm excited too for this year because 2 of my Coven sisters are actually going to start their temple training. So I'm excited to see how how their experiences are and how different they were from mine, and things like that. So that's exciting too, to see how that's all going to work out for them. And so I thought I would mention, I looked it up. If you're interested in getting involved in the Temple of Witchcraft Mystery School, then registration is still open until February 15th. So you've still got, a little over a week or something. Excuse me. If you are interested, go check out templeofwitchcraft.org and you'll be able to navigate yourself to the school. And there's a registration to fill out. I don't remember how much the class is, because I think the prices have changed since I started. So don't quote me. There is a cost. It's a pretty nominal cost considering some other school programs that are out there. So if you're interested in finding out more information, check out templeofwitchcraft.org. And I'll just kind of leave it at that. But I'm excited to be a TA and see what new and crazy experiences that I'll have with that. That should be amazing. Another thing that I'm kind of looking forward to for 2018 is that you guys know that for the most part, I film in my sacred space, aka my bedroom. As if you couldn't tell the bed that was behind me. Excuse me. The roomie and I have a relatively small house, and so real estate in the house is at a high premium kind of thing. And the roomie and I have, over the years, we've really been making efforts to purge because, we can hang on to things. Borderline hoarder, but not necessarily hoarder. But anyhow, one big project that I've been thinking about tackling is overhauling my sacred space. I have a pretty, in the overall scheme of things, it's a pretty large room-ish, but it's kind of long and narrow because I'm actually sitting kind of in the middle of the room. This house, we have found out, was actually, this room was actually 2 bedrooms at one point in time. And so as a bedroom, it would be super, super small, but it's kind of a long, narrow room. And so, I'm sitting kind of in the center and there's a whole lot of things back there. And I think I've gotten pretty creative in how I set my room up when we moved in, but because of how small it is, I've never rearranged things. And when I say overhaul, I don't want to rearrange the room because there's only so much you can do with it. But I've definitely been trying to purge and clean things out and reorganize things. And in small ways, but I really want to do something big, like overhaul the whole thing. And so I would like to really kind of start on that in 2018 and get that taken care of, because I'd really like to take you guys on a tour. That's kind of been an idea that I've had for some months, but to get the space ready for that I need a lot of work. So, I don't know if, I don't think people come to my channel for organizing videos, and I'm not a world-class organizer or anything like that, but if you're in any way interested in this process, then I guess I could think about doing some videos. I don't know. It's not something that I'm super, oh yeah, I should do that. But if you guys are interested, then I don't have a problem sharing. I mean, I'm pretty wide open about stuff. So if you want me to do kind of some videoing, even if I kind of do a video section of do a video of a section before and then after, maybe I could do something along those lines. I know that I'm considering purging some more stuff, So yeah, if you're interested in something like that, let me know, because I don't know. But give me some thoughts. Give me some feedback, please. Overhaul, though, of the sacred space is definitely something that's on my list to do. Another thing that I feel like I'm using super a lot lately. I'm going to try to break that habit because I find it very annoying myself. So I hope you're not annoyed hearing it. Anyhow, I'm excited to do some additional open rituals this year with the Circle of Hands, which is a organization that Kathy and I kind of started as an offshoot of our pagan meetup. Last year, we did a Lammas ritual that was open to the public, and we had a really good time. It was a positive experience, and I'm looking forward to doing more rituals like that. Finding an indoor space is problematic because we don't have a lot of money, and there's not a lot of large enough indoor spaces that are affordable. So we're kind of, we're always having an ear out for places that we could possibly use. But outside, we found a park place that worked very well for us last year. So we're kind of looking forward to doing at least warm weather rituals for the open, or that are open for the public. And of course, the meetups, we're having a really great time with meetups. When we first started the meetups, they were very much just kind of getting to know you type things. And now we're at a point where we can have a subject that people take turns talking about things. For example, the last meetup, we talked about different divination different types of divination. So there were tarot cards, tarot decks, oracle decks, pendulums, runes, all kinds of things just kind of floating around the room and people checking things out. So that is really fun and really exciting. So I can't wait to see what happens for the rest of 2018 with that, and as we grow and learn more from each other. So that's awesome. A really super personal kind of on the side kind of thing. I've talked before about how I did community theater for 10 years. And this year, this is just kind of a quirky thing that I'm going to go ahead and mention. But there are a number of, I call them like my theater kids or my theater babies or what have you. There's a number of them that are getting married. Like this year's the wedding year for my theater kids. And so I wanted to give them a little special shout out. And I'm so proud of all of them. They've all grown up and they're doing their own things and they're adulting so well. And these are the kids that I will never birth myself. And so it's a little small bit of pride that I see in seeing them excel. And there's one of my theater kids in particular that I am so geeked to see her get married. She is actually related to me, and she was one of my stepsisters when I directed the musical Cinderella. She was in West Side Story that I also directed. And this girl is just amazing. I'm so proud of her. And honey, you know who you are out there. And if you see this, I wish you nothing but happiness. I'm not going to mention your name or anything like that, but you know who you are. And I love you, love you, love you. Can't wait to see you looking gorgeous soon. So yeah, that's just a little personal side item. I'm really looking forward to starting a second year of Master Spellwork. And so I won't go into a bunch of detail about that here, but there's a number of people that when I mentioned it, they said, yeah, do it. So I will start a 2018 master spell list, and it'll be set up similar to what I did for 2017 for my class. And you'll see more information when we get started with that. And that will be for the zodiac sign Aries that month. That's where we'll start. And you'll see those videos coming up as we get there. So I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, we've got Relured Away. That'll be in the fall. So that's always a good time for my Coven sisters. That's a weekend where we just go away, just the members of the Coven, and we hang out and we teach each other things, and we do some little arts and crafts, and we eat and play games like, you know, Cards Against Humanity and other inappropriate things. But I like getting together with them for that. And then the last thing that I kind of thought I'd throw out there is some books that I'm looking forward to getting into in 2018. I didn't let myself go crazy because goodness knows I've got a ton of books that I need to read, but I picked 3 that I'm determined that I will read in 2018. And the first one is this Magical Art of Crafting Charm Bags by Elohim Leafar. I did a video about this. I cannot wait to read this. I've got a couple of books and projects that I have got to finish first, but this will probably be the next book that I start. Cannot wait. The next book that I'm really looking forward to is Odin, Ecstasy, Runes, and Norse Magic. This is another Diana Paxson book that I saw this in the fall. And of course I work with Odin Father. And oh gosh, I just realized I picked a book about my patron god and a book about my patron goddess. So Tending Bridget's Flame. This is another book that I'm looking forward to. Lunia Weatherstone. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. But these are books that I'm looking forward to getting into and reading, and I will tell you about them when I am done. And since I'm coughing, speaking of done, I'm done. So I hope that this wasn't boring. But there were some things that I've been meaning to kind of talk about, but waiting for the right time and things like that. So I thought, well, let's just do a video and just talk about stuff. So that's what I'm looking forward to in 2018. If you like this kind of stuff where I just kind of talk about stuff, and then let me know. Thumbs up if you liked it, or let me know in the comments down below. What are you looking forward to in 2018? I'd like to hear about that. So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. We like to have you come back here and check out what's going on new and things like that. Let's see. If you want to email me, you can do so at heartofthewitchespath@yahoo.com. And make sure to check out the Instagram channel. And Kathy's been doing a lot of tarot. She's doing like there's monthly tarot challenges out there on Instagram that she's participating in. So if you want to check her out, her handle is Slays Vamps over there on the Instagrams. So check her out. And that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for walking the path for a little while with me. Until next time, blessed be.